Open up a bunch of lockboxes. This is from Victory is Life, and we have DS9 lockboxes. A lot of them. Almost 300, a little more than 300, a little bit shy of 300, but something like that. You can see I've got 99 keys times 3 plus 3. That's 300. So here we go. We're going to open up 300 Deep Space Nine lockboxes. And so far we got Lobi. And we got research and development. And salvage. And research and development. And special equipment pack. And more research and development. And equipment pack. I guess I'm kind of looking for a ship. I'm just going to keep doing this. If I get a ship, I'll call it out. In the meantime, we're getting Lobi. If I get enough Lobi, I could buy something. Meanwhile, I'm kind of watching my other computer because there's some people wanting to mess me up in EVE Online a little bit. I'm avoiding it because it pisses them off. Oh, we got 2 consoles. Hostile acquisition. Let's see what that is. Hostile acquisition. Your kills grant +1 gold press latinum. Awesome. I got another one of those. Those are dropping with some regularity. I've got a 4th one. I think all my characters are going to have that console. I just hope they're not bound to a character. Character bind on equip. Okay. Awesome. So far, no ships. Got consoles. Oh, we got a lot of consoles. I'd say the drop rate of those consoles is pretty high. Well, about 300 Lobi. I might be going to the Lobi store. $343 Lobi. A lot of consoles. No ships. A lot of consoles. Let's see, I'm about halfway done. 510 Lobi. Getting Lobi and consoles. I think I'm going to have to go put my Lobi somewhere because it's starting to fill up. So I'm going to have to go to my bank. And stick some low-buy in my bank. And then get back to it. Almost out of space here. Yeah, pretty much. I'm going to have to try to figure out where I can stick some consoles. I've got way too many of them. Alright, yep, I think I'll stick some consoles here. There's our character bind down equipped, so I could even sell them. Let's see, I'm also going to stick those in here just to make room so stuff doesn't end up being in the wrong place. Let's see. Well, just keep putting stuff away, I think. Research assignments. Let's see, what else? I think that's about it for now. I'm going to get rid of a tribble. And then sort. Now we got some space. Awesome. Well, let's get back to it then. I think I still have some keys. Got about 111, 110 keys left. So we're just going to keep opening. Hope I get a ship. Not the reason why I'm doing it. On this account, I've got oodles of ships. Probably don't need any more ships. But I happen to have the keys. And some keys were on sale at one point. And then Zen went on sale. I like supporting the game. So far, no ship. I'm going to be able to buy a ship. I got enough low buy. Might even be able to buy two. Let's see. I have to keep an eye on space. Although if you run out of space, it puts things into an overflow. Down the last 15 keys. I'm not seeing any ships. I would say the ship drop rates are extremely low. Low buy is pretty high. Console is pretty high. Oh, I ended up with, yep, 3 extra lockboxes. So I am going to put those away. They're not expensive, it doesn't really matter. Alright, let's see what I got for low buy. Because I've opened all 300 and no ships. So, as a result, I think I got about 1,500, maybe 1,600 low buy, which is about 5 low buy per lockbox, which is actually not bad. So I had 490 to start with, so I've got more than enough low buy to buy stuff. Let's just take a look-see. Bunch of consoles. I got consoles that I'll be able to sell. I'm gonna keep one. I bet I don't need more than one. Alright, so we got 10,000 CXP bonus pools. I normally stick these in up here somewhere. And let's see, 10,000 R&D research. $100 fleet marks. Yep, I got a bunch of those. As you can see, I do this every so often. 150 fleet marks. Yep. $20,000 CXPs. Put those there. $20,000 R&Ds. $25,000 fleet credits. Yep. Got a bunch of those now. 35,000 fleet credits. Yep. Let's see. 500 reputation marks. Yep. Get a bunch of those now. 750 rep marks. Didn't really have too many, but now I've got more. And then we get on to, let's just store these. What else do I have? Alright, so now we're getting on to, okay, so dilithium mining claims. Yep, got enough of those. Generally use those whenever they have a dilithium weekend. Got more of these. I think these are different. Yep. So, let me make some room. Special equipment packs. Alright, so research, missions. Yeah, I've got 20 more down here. R&D development packs, okay. Alright. So, let's see. I guess this is going to be a slightly long video. Spent all day in Eve mining flawless Arcanor, and then I have to take a little time off because, you know, one of my corporations got war decked, and then I surrendered, and some people just don't take a hint. Alright, so what can I use on this character? Genetic resequencer Maquis Guile. Let's see if I can use it. I don't really need the energy credits. It's not going to matter if I sell it. Get to a certain point in the game, you don't really need energy credits. And I can use that. Alright. Maquis Guile, I'll store that. Another Maquis Guile. All my characters are going to get Maquis Guile. Well, two of them anyway. Serenity. Let's see if I can use that. Another Serenity. Serenity. Yielding Faint. Let's see if I can use that. Yep. Enlightened. Maquis Tactics. Pseudo Submission. Alright, so I'm going to store the rest of those traits I can't use on this character. Because you can only use them once. And then you're not going to use them again. I might be buying more space. So in case I cut this short, it would mean that it would be time for me to start shooting back. You know, EVE Online is a PvP kind of thing, but I don't really play it for PvP because, I don't know, not my thing. I like getting money. I like the idea of being rich. Because I'll never be rich in real life. And I've been playing EVE Online for 15 years, on and off, and lately it's been on again. Alright, so I'm going to share all these with my other characters. Okay, that was fun. Well, let's see, where are we? Okay, so Now we're down to Infinity Prize Packs. It's kind of weird that they mixed Infinity Prize Packs along with DS9. And I'm getting tired of having to check this thing, so I'm just going to see if I can use something to keep that screen from constantly timing out. Auto hotkey is what I've been using, and we'll find out. Whether it works or not. We'll see. Got a little script that constantly presses a key that doesn't really do anything. Alright, so Infinity Prize Pack. Let's open it up. Well, what do I need? Universal Kit Module. Those are kind of good. Any character can use them. Crawler Swarm. Creates multiple crawler swarms. Awesome. Alright, let's do another one. Folded Space Transporter. Yep, universals. We got 3 different ones, that's good. And this one is Protomatter Munition. We'll see what that's all about later on. Research and development packs. I do a lot of research and development on this character, so that's always good. So I'm going to go ahead and open these. I got 53 of them out of 300. And of course you get all kinds of stuff you can use for research and development. And when you want to bling out your modules, they recently raised the level. And so we got all kinds of stuff. Whenever I get around to doing this. A lot of stuff scrolling by. Okay. So now we got special equipment pack bridge officers. So we'll see how many bridge officers I get. Don't really know that I can use that many, but we'll see. Holographic bridge officers. Holographic Loris. Holographic James. Holographic Dukan Rex. Another Loris. Okay, anybody can open those. Wayun. Wayun. Nog. James. James. Dukan Rex. Quark, there you go, James. Sarish Mina, Loris, Nog, Wayun, James, James, Rom, Loris, Rom, Lek, Dukan Rex, Lek. I don't know how many there are. I guess there are 5 or 6. Alright, so got more than enough of those for all my characters. Guess maybe I should open one just to see. Alright, let's open up a Quark. I only got 1 Quark. Quarks are pretty rare. Out of 300 I got 1 Quark. So that gives me a bridge officer named Quark. Quark Bridge Officer. And I can have him join, because everybody wants Quark. So now you can have bridge officers that can follow you around and go on missions. Now I got a Quark. I'd have to see what the characteristics are of Quark. I got a Lita. Guess I might have to dismiss someone. I do have one extra slot. So Quark is a hologram. He has a specialty, a specialization. He's an intelligence specialist. Makes sense. Well, and he's a photonic male. Wow, I've never really done anything with these guys, so I'm not entirely sure what else he's got going on. What's his stats? Oh. Stats. I don't know. Sometimes bridge officers will be able to do certain things. I intend to keep this one because, you know, I like Deep Space Nine. So let's give him a weapon. Got a little more oomph. So let's a little more oomph. Try that one. Body armor. Okay, let's try that. Shield. Well, I happen to have one. And then I can store stuff on him. Don't really have a lot I need to store. A couple things here and there. So let's see, crew stations. I'd have to do a lot more training before I put him on my crew, because these guys have pretty good skills. But I guess I'm curious. Oh, so he's lucky, he's got superior acute senses, superior photonical life form. Yeah, he might be worth training up. And I might end up with a bunch of holograms. We'll have to see. Other than that, I don't think he's going to be useful as a bridge officer, because he's all ground traits. So that's good to know. At any rate, I'm going to store the rest of those, because I'm not going to use them right now. Out of space. I guess I should buy some more slots. Characters unable to purchase this item. Alright. Awesome. Can't purchase the item, so I can't add any more space. I can just stack this stuff up. Alright, let's see. And I think when I'm done, I'm going to have to hop back into... so there's Loris. Hop back into EVE Online and see if I can piss some people off. Because they think they're at war with me. And if I hop out of that corporation back into an NPC corporation, which is what you want to do when you're war decked, they might start shooting at me, and I'm not in the corporation they're at war with, and that would be all kinds of fun. Alright. People get carried away in that game sometimes, and they think it actually means something. Alright, so Okay, I can get rid of that. Alright, so now we're back to special equipment pack for Renganar plasma weapons. I got 61 out of 300. So, you know, it drops a lot. So let's see. Let's try a random beam weapon, which is, I don't know, could be interesting. It's plasma beams. I guess I'll get a full set here, and then switch to something else. I guess I got 4 or 5 of them. Oh, so I got 3 apps. Let's see if I can get another another 4 weapon. Not another app. Guess I'm going to keep trying it until I get another 4 weapon. And these are all bound on equip. Okay. So that's like a full set of that. And then I'll put the rest of these in storage because you don't really need that many. And then I'm going to go see what I can do with my low-buy. Sorry about that. See what I can do about my dry throat. And so far my script that keeps my screen from timing out is working and nothing else going on. I guess if they're really super crafty in EVE Online, they'll wait until 3 o'clock in the morning to attack one of my stations. But I'm going to keep the screen on and the sound on. So at 3 o'clock in the morning when it wakes me up, I get in there and start shooting back. I mean, if they happen to have just enough, you know, nice beefy weapons, they might be able to do something. But I doubt it. I don't really need tribbles. Honestly, when you've got one tribble, you've gotten them all. Just trying to make a little space. Alright, let's see. Yep, I got a lot of stuff stacked up. Alright, let's stick this in here. Other characters will be able to enjoy stuff. Kind of Christmas early. Alright, then I'm going to go... well, I can just do that when I get to the low-buy store. So, return to ship. Alright, let's go. Depart system. As you can see, I'm flying a Ferengi ship. I got that from a previous set of lockboxes I opened before. I think I bought that with low-buy. At any rate, let's see. Yeah, there's a special console. Friends in high places. That's why I've got this ship. And I have to wait for it to time out. So now we're going to head down to Drozana. And I can go into a little bit faster speed here. Quantum slipstream. It's a fast way to travel. It usually takes about 20 minutes for people to get bored. And they all popped into the system I was in because the little timers were going to time out and they were going to be able to attack me, and they're probably thinking I'm stupid and I'm going to let that happen. Meanwhile, I almost finished mining about 3.5 billion ISK worth of ore that I pull off a moon every week. Alright, so here we are in Drozana. I'll hit my bank. Of course, that's a Ferengi station. I'm going to hit my bank and see what's what. Okay. I got a lot of low-buy. Let's see what's new in the low-buy store. Just need to go to the bank. And let's see. Let's grab all my low-buy. And then I need to sell some trash. So this is a funny little guy. So go to sale, find the thing I want to sell, which is that. Don't really need it. Could sell some of these other odds and ends like this. I get these from doing missions. I don't really use that many. I don't really need that many. Yeah, mainly they just take up space, because I don't really use them. Alright, so that took care of that. This is the low-buy guy. So, let's see. Alright, looks like I've got 2,000, about 2,200 almost low-buy. Oh, I forgot. Just destroy these. Can't sell them. And I don't need that. Get out of there. Okay. So I've got 2,200 almost low-buy. So let's see. We could get a Maquis Raider. I'll check and see what ships I've got. Temporal Destroyer, Walker class, Zenkethi. Some of these are ships that have been around for a while. Tel Shiar Adapted Battlecruiser. It's always fun. I don't really see anything that's all that new. Jem'Hadar heavy carrier. There's Jem'Hadar ships in the latest release or build. Sphere Builder's science vessel I might get. It looks like I can buy 2 of these once I figure out what I want. Zindi primate ships. Let's see, space gear. See, the last time I bought a Ferengi ship and some space gear, alright, so I'm gonna take a look and see what ships I've got. Maquis Raider, Temporal Destroyer, Sphere Builder ship, Kelvin Timeline Dreadnought I've got somewhere, I think. Paradox Temporal Dreadnought, I can only buy 2, so I'm going to double check and see what ships I've got on this character. And this character gets all the good stuff. They're like my primary character. So what do I have? Let's see. Now this is a ship I really enjoy. It's nice and fast. As you can see, I've got a lot of ships. So I've got a Dreadnought cruiser. I think I'm going to go with... you know, it'd be nice if you could trade ships between characters, but you really can't. I think I'm going to go with... I'm not going to do Maquis Raider. I would like to have a Temporal Destroyer. I'm tempted. I don't think I have a Temporal Destroyer anywhere else. I do have a Sony Intel ship on the Xbox, I think. It's not bad. I think here I'm going to go with Sphere Builder's science ship, I think. So let's do that here. And a Temporal Destroyer. And so I've still got 381. So let's see what I've got. I'm going to open these back over here where I can take a look at my ships. It'd be nice if I could look inside the box before I open it. Don't think I can. I can read a description. Kelvin Timeline. Yeah, I think I don't have this one yet, so let's go ahead and open it. Wow, you know, this is similar to that's similar to a previous set of ships where they did have temporal ships before. I don't know if I have any on this character though. See, that's the ship I just got right there. It's not bad. The Alachi ship, funny looking, I really haven't used it. And as you can see, I do have a number of ships in dry dock. Bunch of ships in dry dock, which you can always, you know, take out and swap around. Alright, let's see what the Sphere Builder ship is all about. Wow, that is unique. It's definitely a unique ship. Where to put it? Down here at the bottom. That is a unique looking ship. I might just have to take it out for a test spin, but I'm gonna want to set some stuff up with it. So before I do that though, I just want to take a look around and see if there's anything in this low-buy store before I set that ship up. Alright, space gear. I don't really have enough to get a complete set of anything. Weapon sensor enhancer. Might be good. Isolytic tri-cobalt torpedo launchers. I do tend to use this tri-cobalt launchers. Supercharger, Saboteur's Supercharger Universal Console. That's for more armor penetration. Delphic Distortion Torpedo. That might be interesting. Might be kind of fun to bling it out. Well, I wish I had enough low-buy. And of course I bought 2 ships. Well, that's the way it goes. I might just save my low-buy. I think I've got friends in high places. I think I'm going to save my low-buy. I'm going to put it back in the bank because the bank's easier to get to here. And then I'm going to go take a look at that Sphere Builder ship. Alright, so let's just beam out. And transwarp back to Earth, space dock. And then I'm going to set me up that Sphere Builder ship because I think that'd be kind of cool. And hope that one day they come up with a way to trade ships between characters on your account, but they aren't doing that. I think it'd be a nice feature. Alright. So I'm going to come and set up a ship, and then I'm going to ready it. Sphere Builder. Let's see, I think I will put the Ferengi. These are Delphic anti-proton dual beams. Oh, that might be interesting. Not terribly powerful, 312 DPS. Let's see, what do I have? I normally go with gravimetric torpedo. Not a real big fan of heavy cannons. But I do like Fleet Tetrion, so I'm going to go with that. What do I have? For an aft weapon? Yeah, aft weapon. I'm thinking I might go back and get that Delphic torpedo. Well, it might be kind of fun. Tholian weapons, not on this build. Particle emission, not really. I do have Delphic anti-proton beams. I might just do that. .423 DPS is really not bad. Let's do that. Yeah, I think I'm going back and get that Delphic torpedo. Red matter. Peregrine fighters. Always fun. And then let's see. What to use? These are all my sets. I think I'm going to go with Delta Alliance. Let's do Delta Alliance for the set. And I do have a deteriorating secondary deflector. Sphere builder heavy fighters. Yeah, I think I'm going to use these. And then I normally go with things like turn rate and EPS flow. And then I need beams. Okay, so I've got a nice blinged out directed energy manifold. Let's see, enhanced Mannheim device, sounds good. I'm using Tetrion, so maybe I should try to find some Tetrion damage. I'm not sure if I have any. Don't really have any consoles that do that necessarily. And then of course the ubiquitous crystalline absorption. Gotta try the new one. Sorry, throat's dry. Particle generator, yes. It is a science ship after all. And then I need shielding. What else can I use? Guess I'm just gonna go with beam damage for now. And hull healing. And then I'm gonna ready the ship and see what we got going on. So let's ready it. And let's see if I can make any modifications. Customize ship. Well, let's see. It's nice and round. So let's go into advanced. Not too many choices here. Let's put a little color into it. Let's see what I can do with the hull. Not a lot going on. Don't think there's much that can be done with it. Sometimes they do different paint jobs for these hull choices, but I think this particular ship doesn't know how to do that. And there's really no other variations. Let's take a look. Alright, so I guess I'll have to look at the sphere builder ship layout. Let's go inside, save that. And then we'll beam up to the ship and take a look around before I head back and buy another console or a weapon. Alright, so let's visit Starship Bridge. As long as we're doing the full Monty here. Well, there you go, Sphere Builder Bridge. So yeah, this is like a sphere builder ship. I don't really spend a lot of time on the bridges, but yeah, I mean, you can do things like sit your character down. Not really functional. It's all just for look and show. Select small craft. I do have you know, 2 or 3 consoles that actually do some things. But I mean, this is I mean, you can show these off too. You can invite people if you have friends. You can invite them to, you know, join you on the bridge of your ship. Some people might have parties. Again, this is just for look. I guess this is what we all imagined a sphere builder ship would be like. Small. I was already over here. Yeah, I'm already getting lost. So yeah, right on. So this is where the captain sits, and then over here we have another bridge officer. That's Devereaux. Alright, so that is the sphere builder ship. Again, not exactly functional. You don't do much on the bridge. If I want to get something for my ship real fast, I'll beam up to the small craft, because there's easy access to you know, account banks and whatnot. Well, I'm going to go back and buy that weapon. And I'm doing this on a Saturday night, so I'm kind of hanging out. And here is my sphere builder ship in space. ships you can actually fly. I don't have any bridge officers assigned to anything yet. I'll have to do that, or they're not going to really do anything. So crew stations. Alright, so there is a default set. That's actually not a terrible selection. Alright, so the default is not terrible. Emergency power to shields I don't really need. Power to engines I do. And of course we have Devro. I normally go with hull healing leadership. Make sure all my guys have leadership, because you get hull healing buff. And that is useful. Efficient warp core, yeah, okay, I can be okay with that. Tychon's Rift is a good skill. I normally make good use of that. Let's see. Gravity well, and then I need deflector. Tachyon beam. This is a science ship after all. And then gravity well 1. Let's go gravity well 2 or gravity well 3. You can't really mix them and match them. It'll use one or the other. It's not going to use both. I guess photonic officer. And he's got leadership, and I will leave him there, I think. Although I could put almost anybody in spot. But I do want someone with leadership. Because, like I said, hull healing. It's always good. Alright, so let's see. Ground crew is always the same. And we are good to go. And then it's just assign various functions. Oh, alright. Molecular deconstruction, blah blah blah. Launch spear builder heavy fighters. Oh, well, I've got a lot of consoles. Alright, so I normally put that guy there, and then the photonic officer is normally what I try to assign, but I can't. You have to do it manually, it's always a pain. Emergency power to engines. Alright, whenever possible, and then select that. Torpedoes, I'll go overload. Let's select that. Overload 3. How did I get overload 2 and overload 3? Well, I'm going to have to do something about that, because you can only choose one or the other, not both. So I need to reassign somebody. Somehow I ended up with overload 2 and 3. Fire overload 3, but not 2. Reassign this guy to something else. Attack patterns are good. Yeah, I think I'd rather use attack patterns. Because those you can assign to fire automatically. And then I normally go with torpedo spread. Although it depends what I'm doing. Okay, I'm in my spear builder ship. Oh, looks like I've got something going on. Looks like I can shoot back at some people. People trying to take out my shit. Looks like they want to take down my station. And it looks like they have shown up with big ships. So, Cruise missiles. And they're trying to get nice and close. Even though the Rifter's small. So, let's see. And he's out of range. Yeah, they're trying to be smart about it. Not too terribly smart. So you do what you gotta do, brother. Let's see if you're tanked. Not tanking very well, brother. He's actually going down pretty fast. Although he's trying to get out of range. He's trying to be 125 kilometers away. So I think I'm going to have to put this down for a second and edit it. Alright, well, like I thought, I recalled that attack. So back to what I was doing. I didn't think they would stand much of a chance. You need more than a couple battleships, frankly. And if I had the right equipment, I could lock them down and then just kill them. One at a time, but I don't really have the right equipment, so that's the way it goes. If they'd have stuck around, they could have run my cap dry, and then I would have been stuck. Well, of course, they didn't stick around. Alright, so I gotta go to the bank first. They're probably gonna get healed and come back. That's what I would do. But they have to take out 14 million hit points before they can kill that station. And frankly, I don't think they can stay in the fight long enough to do that. Not with 3 ships. But that's EVE Online. I almost killed one of their battleships. That would have been fun. Alright, let's buy this Delphic thing. And then I can get back to staying up all night. Isolytic tricobalt. I think I'm wanting the isolytic. I hope it does what I think it does. Delphic distortion. I think Delphic distortion. Alright, so I'm going to do a Delphic distortion on this particular ship. For my rear weapon. And that's going to be the end of this video. And I suppose I should pay a little attention to what these people were doing. And then see if I can find some different equipment. So that's it for this video. I opened up 300 lockboxes. We got to have some fun. Got a ship. Well, I had to buy the low-buy ships. I need to stick my excess low-buy back in the bank, and then we can sign off, and I can get back to staying up all night with EVE Online. Because they seem to want to attack a station without enough firepower, and, you know, it takes more than 2 battleships and a frigate, unfortunately, to do what they want it to do. But, you know, it's really not a big deal. If I lose the station, I lose the station. They'll just rebuild it after they get tired of being in a war. At any rate, that's it. I'm going to sign off, and we'll catch you next time.